comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
I am the pride of the Shiranui.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Blocks the jump in. Gets a good read on their opponent. Goes for the fireball. Gets a chance with that jump in. Opts for the throw. What is he thinking here? Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Not much drive to work with at the moment. Takes a trip. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockback goes for the super art. Big gap between the two fighters. Closes out the round with a fireball. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Uses the parry. Sees it coming and blocks it out. The jump-in is denied. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Springs forward with the drive rush. At this drive rush to keep it going. Both fighters are working with empty drive gauges, but I'm sure they want to make something happen. Drive gauge is looking bad. What'll they do now? Goes air to air and takes their turn. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Blocks it. Taps them with Musasabi. Big throw. Going in. Not much life difference. Looking for a chance. Drops him hard. Oh, the throw connects. Quick breather. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Hits the drive. Connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. What now? The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Attempts to break, drives, and back misses. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Jumps? They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Hits them with a stopping bomb. With a bit of line, turning it up to an 11. Player 2. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Escapes with the reversal. Stops while they're blinking. Finds the target. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Connects with the throw. What's next? Player 1 burn out, but they may have a plan here. There's a drive impact. Bends the meter. Here comes the boom. Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Gets a good read on their opponent. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Long low attack hits. The low heavy hits. Neither of them willing to back off here. The jump in catches them. Where's their opening? KO! Player 1 hits them. Always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Fireball from very long. What's next? Lighting up the skies with Kazuno no Mai. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Both brushes that off and keeps going. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. They're going for the super art. That's not gonna hit. Big throws. Jinrai kick. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Player, oh, burnout triggered. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Are we gonna see it? Sneaks in the throw. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round one.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Projectile to try and change the situation. Caught in the cross-up. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What's this down to the wire? Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Throws them to negate the block. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The jump in catches them.
Stay down.
Can't tech the throw. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes a trip. Risky up close scrap still going. All right, what's coming up next? Oh, triggers the super. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Adds a bit of OD spice. Who's going to start things off? The super armor does its job. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. They're backed up into the corner. Hits the back throw to get the side switch. Player one in dire straits with burnout. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball.
Stay down.
Grabs and throws them away. Springs forward with the drive rush. They gotta press here to take a drive rush to keep it going. The impact doesn't do anything. Throws a beefy Kachose. Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. A quick breather. Gets him with a Euro step. Player two needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Barely blocks the jump in. This breaks through with the throw. Player one is a force to be reckoned with.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
I am the pride of the Shiranui.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Stands firm and blocks the driver. Checks with the projectile. Lots of aggression from both sides. Nothing but air for the impact. What's the play here? Was looking for that jump attack. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strap. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Medium kick hits.
Stay down.
Overdrive art. Throws them to negate the block. Still slugging it out at this range. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Each hit is so important. Up tap to close it. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jumps in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Box him with a target combo. Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? What'll happen? They're going for the super art. Float like a butterfly and stinging like a bee with Chohisatsu Shinobi Bachi. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Solid anti-air. Player two is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drop. Adds a bit of OD spice there. A real test of nerves here. Power wave! Throws them.
Stay down.
Big throws. Player flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Uses their drive gauge. The jump crowns them from above. Mize coming in for the meet and greet. They're trading a raw super here. Nets the counter. Player drives and back misses. Carries to the corp, shrugs that off. Only 50% life left. Oh my god, they just choked it up. All the throw connects. Jump! Both sides getting ready. How did they read that throw? The low. They gotta dig down deep here. Drop zone, baby! What are they gonna do? Oh, away! Answers with a fireball!
Stay down.
They didn't take the throw! Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Crowns them from above. All the throw connects. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Taking stock. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Takes a trip. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch goes for the super up. Life lead opens up. Goes for the jump, looking to impress with this super. Hits them with the Busta Wolf in there. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Opts to create space to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? Going on the offensive? Medium kick hit. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. A quick breather. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Player 2 is in a very draw super hard incoming. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Utilizes an overdrive arc there to tack on just a little more damage. But triggers the super and is looking to put this out of reach. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Hits them with a stop and pop. Goes for the level 1 super. The jump in is denied. Right, the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Knockdown and player 1, burnout activates. Getting that extra 2K. Oh. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Parries to cancel the fireball. The low heavy hits. Blocks the jump in. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Takes the chance to hurt him.
Stay down.
Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO.
Oh,
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. A brave forward jump there to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Fantastic awareness. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Going in. Jump, reads the jump in perfectly. Life lead is there from super art. no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Taking no prisoners. Player one buried their opponent.